Hello and welcome everyone to the Verizon Racing League's broadcast of the ARCA NR2003 series from Daytona International Raceway to the Lucas Oil 50. It'll be 20 laps today as they're going to get started here soon. Once they fire the engines, we'll give you the starting lineup and then we'll get this race underway. You can see here the starting lineup and about to get the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
There it is. Now they're going to begin to roll off pit road. As you can see here, Sheldon Creed is the pole sitter for this race. Alongside him will be 8, Chase Purdy. Behind them will be Michael Self and Max Tolman. And 5th place, Riley Herbst and Travis Braden is in 6th. 7th and 8th, Tom Hessert and Noah Gregson. And then rounding out row 5, Natalie Decker and Zane Smith. 11th place is Sean Core, and 12th place is Quinn Hoff. 13th, Danny Sasnett. 14th is Will Rogers. 15th is John Ferrer. 16th is Leilani Munter. 17th, Brent Holmes. 18th, Bobby Gerhart. 19th, Will Mullins. 20th is Bo Lamastis. 21st is Gus Dean. 22nd is Cody Robaugh. 23rd is Andy Seuss, and 24th is Tony Marakovich. 25th is Jesse Uwuji. 26th is Thomas Prater. 27th is Ben Grosso. 28th is Matter III. 29th is Andy Belmont. 30th, Grant Quinlan. 31st is Ken Horton. 32nd is Brian Duzat. And we'll just let you see the rest of the starting lineup here for this race. It'll be 39 cars taking to the field here at Daytona. This car getting ready to pull in. And then we'll get this race underway. Here they come. Green flag is out for the ARCA NR2003 series 2019 season. Oh man, Michael Self already taking it 3 wide. No, he tried, but Sean Creed's going to shut the door. Oh, they're already wrecking. They're going to save it. No, they're not. Oh, big wreck. Oh, the 18 is on his lid. Huge crash at Daytona. Multiple flips. Pole sitter Sheldon Creed on his lid. That's the entire field. Oh my gosh. The entire field has crashed. 3 cars make it out. Max Holman, Chase Purdy, Travis Braden. Looks like Zane Smith is off the pace. We'll have to see who all made it out of the wreck, but you can see some heavy damage to these cars back here. Tom Hessert, his race is most likely over, or at least a chance for the win is over for that team. Riley Herbst, extremely bent up. Noah Gregson, and then Brent Holmes, heavy damage. Natalie Decker, and then we have a few cars already out of the race. Crazy wreck on lap 1. Didn't even make it through turn 1. Let's go back and look what happened. There it is, the huge wreck down in turn 1. So it starts right here. The 28 gets stuck in the middle. Can't quite commit, doesn't know if the 15's there, and then Michael Self just hooks him, and then it looks like they're good until Sheldon Creed hits the 18 and then hooks him, and then man, everybody starts flipping. People come sliding in. I guess this is where the term ARCA brakes come from. Really showed today. No one was really able to get it slowed down. Well, Michael Self had the visor cam for this race. See what happened. They hadn't even gotten all the way in the fifth gear yet. And then there it is. Look at Sheldon Creed just right up into the air. And then there it is. Michael Southstay is done. Go from the bumper. Sheldon Creed. Oh, there's Michael Self on his lid, and then over and over again. And then ends up on his lid. You can just see the absolute chaos that happened down here. Let's take another look at this one. The outside lane got really lucky because right about here, all of them could have been in it. Travis Braden got some damage. Oh, there's all the damage for Zane Smith. He hit a lot of things really hard. Allie Decker did get some damage, but it doesn't look to be severe. Let's go on board of Zane Smith here. We'll see what happened from his view. Right in front of him, somehow he manages to get away from that. And you can see he's definitely down on engine power because Sean Corr was able to catch up to them before they got to the caution. And Sean Corr really was held up by this one. Speaking of Sean Corr, let's go on board with him. Once again, just a little bit of damage for him, but not much. Nothing really severe for him. Some of these guys had literally nowhere to go. Gets hooked and right on the hook. Luckily it lands on all fours, but still a vicious crash for the 18. Let's go on board the 54 no ground. Almost got out of there with no damage. Just keeps getting run into. He got so close to making it out. But got pinched into the wall by the 18 of Riley Herbs, and then he almost flipped even. A lot of guys off the ground for this one. Let's take a look on board Natalie Decker. Oh, and then right there it gets side packed by the 41 of Zane Smith. Man, you can see Riley Herbs just doing barrel rollers there. And somehow the motor still works on that car. That is insane. It could do that many barrel rolls and still limp that thing back to pit road. We'll have to see if he can remain in the race. Let's go a little bit further back in the field. Brent Holmes. We saw him get a lot of damage. Some contact with Riley Herbs there. Let's go a little further back in the field here. We saw the 99 come spinning in. See if we can go on board with the 99 here. Very back of the field. That ended up being the entire field. I mean, that was pretty much the entire field there. Let's find Will Rogers. Go on board with him. Oh, there's left with literally nowhere to go. Oh, and there goes the 99 spinning through there. As over half the field, ARCA braked right into that and had a lot of hard contact and side packing. So yes, I believe that Max Tolman, yeah, he was the leader getting out of that mess. Let's catch up to the field. We'll be able to see them go green here. Pace car lights are off. Here they come to the green flag. Pace car peels off. We'll have to see how many cars are left in this race. About 30, so about 9 cars. Had to retire, but the green flag is back in the air. Lucas Oil 50. Crazy first lap, and they're not wasting any time fighting for position. It'll be interesting to see how many cars really have lead speed, because most of the front runners, the fastest cars in the race, were involved in that crash heavily. Will Mullins passing out of the third here. Well, trying to. Can't quite make it stick on the bottom. Back to the line. Max Tolman going to lead the first lap under green. These cars rocket around Daytona. That's a 2-car breakaway right now. Bo Lamastis does not have the speed to keep up with them, it looks like here. Just a little bit slower. I imagine it will be these two for the rest of the race. And these guys just a little bit slower. Not much slower. About 5 miles an hour slower than that 2-car pack ahead. Will Mullins starting to gap them a little bit. Let's go back and look at some other cars throughout the field that might have the speed to keep up. Cody Robaugh, Sean Core, these are 2 cars that were up at the front. Zane Smith, still wondering how much engine power they still have under the hood of that 41 machine, but guys that qualified up front in the top 10. You can see Ed Pompa just limping around the track in 3rd gear. Most likely he will get lapped. Already almost half the track behind the leaders. Yeah, Bo Lamastis is completely lost touch with the leaders here. Will Mullins seems to be pulling this pack pretty well. If they would stop being side by side so much and maybe start lining up, then maybe they would run down the leaders. They're definitely going to run down the 77. I would say that. Yeah, they're about to run down Bo Lamastis here, but if they would just stop battling, I think that they could get to the front. If they would maybe get some guys like the 3, the 27, the 43, the 20 up there, I think they'd have some pretty fast cars and be able to get to the front. Almost halfway through this race. We got just under 12 laps to go. This pack, now we got the lead pack and the second pack and some other strung out cars. Max Tolman and Chase Purdy are performing pretty incredible feat here by being out so far out in the lead, and it's just them. They're getting 3 wide back here again. 77 getting shuffled out. It's definitely getting intense back here. We definitely could, if we get a caution again, and maybe see some of these guys that are out front of this pack now, like the 27, the 20, the 43, the 46, have a shot at the leaders, I think they might take it. And you can see here, Zane Smith, yeah, definitely down on engine power here after the contact and the wreck. And then you can see we have some smaller packs here just trying to hang on. And then we've got Mark Thompson and then Ed Pompa here. in a few more laps, probably will go a lap down, maybe even 2 by the end of this race. Yeah, this pack now is starting to run about the speed of the lead pack. It's another 2-car tango here, but if we see maybe Cody Robaugh knew he was going to be fast this weekend. If they can get some of those fast cars lined up behind them, I think that they can run the leader down, or the leaders down. Especially if they get a caution, they'll be right there with them. But since they slowed down a lot for the wreck, I believe the 20 did get some damage in the wreck. Not sure, the 27 did too. Oh, well, there's the caution. 3 cars around here. Looks like they're all going to somehow save it, but most likely that will bring out the yellow. We'll see what this pack does trying to get through it. Oh, we got one in the grass here. Might be trouble. Oh, that's going to be even more damage to the 443. Sean Corr thought he would have a shot at the win today. Most likely that chance has ended. Take a look here as the leader back to the caution. Ed Pompa barely manages to stay on the lead lap. Max Tolman, then Chase Purdy, and then we have this pack here. That ended up causing the incident. Now that they're back to the caution, let's go back and take a look at what happened here to Sean Corr and a few others. So, looks like they're just trying to get the outside lane working. Yeah, 43 is going to hook his teammate. I believe that's his teammate, the 46. Yep. Oh, tried to shoot the middle, and Burr actually came down a little bit. And then Tony Murakovic had nowhere to go. On the 10 car. Yeah, 46 just got turned in front of him. Great job of saving it by all of these guys. They did a full 360 and then gathered it back up and kept going, but the caution did come out for that. NASCAR most likely, or ARCA most likely suspecting that there was going to be a little more carnage there than there was. And there's the contact. He saved it. Great job there for those guys. Then we'll go on board Sean Corr. Let's take a look from the nose. Just starts to peek inside, and there's the contact. And once again, what a save! Keep that car going. Now let's catch back up to the field. As you can see, this 46 just drives straight through the grass. Max Tolman has dominated this race after the early wreck that took out the majority of the leaders. So it looks like they got about one more lap left to go. Let's take a look again at the running order. So 9 cars out of this race, including I believe the top few on the restart, the 26 and the 15, some of those. We saw Riley Herbst have some wild flips. So you can see the 78 led every lap so far this race. It's Chase Purdy who started second. He's in second now. It's Travis Braden, Lonnie Moonter. Both of those drivers were involved in the first wreck, but got a little bit of damage, but not much. You got Grant Quinlan, Bola Mastis, Ken Horton out of third. Cody Robaugh, Will Mullins, and we have a car slow on the apron back here. That is weird. Maybe he has a problem, has an engine failure or something. Something is definitely wrong with that 38 car, as he looks like we'll be heading to pit road. That'll give Scott Reeves another spot here, and then you can see the rest of the field. And Ed Pompa well off the pace. And you can see the drivers that were involved in that wreck didn't even go all the way to the back. 14th, 15th, and 17th. Pace car lights are off. They will bunch up together, and they're going to go green this time with 5 to go, which means if they get a caution after they restart, they will not be able to restart the race again. So it's going to be panic if it wasn't going to be that already. So the top 4 cars probably have the speed to keep up. We'll have to see what the rest of the field does. Last time they bunched up and they brought out a yellow, so this race might end under yellow. Might Well, we'll have to see what happens. You can see the skid marks from where the wreck happened. So we've already had 2 wrecks in this one, but that big one, or that early wreck, took out a lot of the top contenders. I'd say about the 9 cars that DNF'd out of this race were most likely in the top half of the field when that wreck happened, or at least most of them. Before they get the restart going, let's take a look at those cars that DNF'd. So, Jesse Wuji, but then look, Noah Gregson, Tom Hessard, Will Rogers, Ollie Herbs, Brent Holmes, Hadley Decker. Retired. Didn't seem like she had much damage, but she is now out of the race. And then you see Michael Self, 38th and 39th was the pole sitter. Sheldon Creed went from first to last. So, tough break for that team. But here's, they come off turn 4. Pace car is going to peel in and leave the field in the hands of the 78 car. They come. Green flag is back in the air for the Lucas Oil 50 Daytona. Max Tolman wasted no time getting going there. Travis Braden now going underneath Chase Purdy for second. We're already starting to see a little bit of a breakaway here by the front few drivers. We'll have to see though, as here comes the 77 actually. Bo Lamastus is able to stick with Leilani Munter as they head down the back straightaway. Chase Purdy now, we're going to lose a spot to the 20, maybe even the 77. Oh, never mind, they couldn't quite keep up with him. These two might fall off the pace. 78, the 27, and the 8 need to be the fastest out of this group, and then everybody else just trying to hang on, and we already, almost reckon. 63 just about got turned there. You can see it's been a tough race for the 43 of Sean Core. As once again gets held up on the restart, most likely will not have a shot, and here comes the 8, back underneath the 27 at least. Now we saw Chase Purdy stick with the 78 of Max Tolman for the entirety of that green flag run we saw earlier before the caution came out with the 46, 43, and 10. But he was not able to make a pass. Now he's got 3 other contenders that might be able to help him. Now these cars look like they're not going to be able to stick with him though. Ronnie Winter and Bo Lamastus just barely hanging on. A few mile an hour slower than the leaders are. I think it just took them a little longer to get up to speed. But they're still there, as now Travis Braden all the way up to the bumper of Chase Purdy, but nobody has anything right now. The 78, and now here comes the pass. Again, swapping positions, 27 and the 8. They keep doing this, though. They are really going to make it impossible to get by Max Tolman. Leilani Munter trying to get in this, and Bo Lamastus is barely hanging on. And then we got this pack back here. It's a madhouse back here. Once again, might see a caution before the end of this race. We'll have to see. 27 trying to suck up to the bumper of Max Tolman, but he's most likely going to need the 8's help to do it. Now these drivers in the back, there's no way they're going to be able to stick with it. It's just going to be these 3 cars for 2 laps at Daytona. And Chase Purdy going for the pass again. That time, well, he can't make it stick. It looks like the 27's a little faster than Chase Purdy. Maybe if Travis Braden didn't have the damage, he would be a little faster, but seems like he's able to suck up to the bumper of Max Tolman, but he just can't quite make the pass underneath of him. He's going to need the 8's help to do it, and they're coming for the white flag. They don't have much more time left. Trying to get the push going, but if Purdy passes him, I'm pretty sure the race is over. And he's trying it. Oh, he'll give it to him. I believe that just handed the race to the 78. Never mind. Purdy still can't quite get the run. We'll have to see what they can build down the backstretch. Can the 27 get a big enough run down the back? Just don't see it happening. They're about 1 mile an hour faster consistently than Max Tolman, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. Tolman has led all 19 laps completed this race. He has dominated since the crash happened that took out the leaders, and as they come off of turn 4, looks like Max Tolman is going to win in Daytona. That second pack well behind the leaders. Travis Braden second, third Chase Purdy, Leilani Munter fifth. Well, fourth. Fifth was Bill Lamastus. Sixth, Bobby Gerhart. And seventh, frustrating day for Sean Corr, but they brought it home in one piece. The top 10. Ken Horton, Will Mullins, and John Ferrier. Let's take a look at the rest of the standings for this race. See it right here. Matt of the third, Grant Quinlan, Cody Robaugh, Thomas Prater, and Zane Smith covered for 15th. 16th, Ben Grosso. You can see Tony Marakovich, who was involved in that earlier crash. Andy Seuss. And then Gustine 20th. And take a look at some other notable finishers here. You see the rest of the field, the DNF, and then Ed Pompa, nowhere near the pace. You can see there were small packs here and there, but then these three drivers, Ryan Osmeyer, and then Mark Thompson and Ed Pompa, all off the pace. Congratulations to the 78 of Max Tolman. Wins the Lucas Oil 50 to start off the season for the ARCA NR2003 series. You can see the standings there. He has 15 points over Travis Braden, and Chase Purdy, Leilani Munter, and Bula Mastiff. Take a look at the rest of the standings here. Bobby Gerhart, and then Sean Corr, and Horton, Will Mullins. And a big hole to dig out of. Imagining that these would be some championship contenders right here. Noah Gregson, Tom Hessard, Will Rogers, Riley Herbst, Brent Holmes, Natalie Decker, Michael Self, Shelton Creed. Thought that they would be championship contenders, but they've got a big hole to dig out of now. And you can see right here, Max Tolman led 22 laps to pick up the win here in Daytona. We'll see you next time for the General Tire 30 at Lucas Oil Raceway. The 60 laps under the lights. We'll see you then.